Now then, folks, it's time for cheer. Denny, Sophie, and the whole gang's here. From hearty laughs to family hugs, they're Yorkshire's best with endless love. Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, what it's...
Step foot in, you have to get measured there.
Bothered up, that's all right. I think when you come in, you have to pay your bill straight away, and they've added a 10% service charge on. Which does me headache.
I'm a sweaty Betty.
You look rough.
I look rough.
You know, you look
We're about
alright.
to get changed because we've got a special night out.
I'm not getting changed, I'm ready.
Well, he's not. He's in his usual get-up. But me and Athena are going to de-sweat because we're off to the new...
Panda Mami.
Or Panda Mami. It's not Miami Vice.
Oh, is it Panda Mami?
Yeah, I know, I keep thinking it's Miami. But talking of Miami Vice, there was a crash once at a local restaurant and the car rammed into the side of the restaurant. That looked like Miami Vice. But that didn't happen here, no.
Right, well, I hope it won't happen here because there's no cars where it is. It's
You'd
like
have
in the
to
shopping
fly.
centre.
It would be an epic Miami Vice. But yeah, so apparently it's the new all around the world buffet. But it could take over Cosmo. It has taken over a lot of Cosmo sites.
Oh, is it? All right, well,
But
Panda Mami. We're going to try it out. It's Summer's 16th birthday, so this is where she wants to go. I'm looking forward to trying it out because I do like places like this because you do get a variety. It's just, you know, I'm one of these where I know I'm not going to be going for a la carte meal in a restaurant. It's, you know, it's buffet style in it, so it's not going to be the best quality of stuff, but it should be decent.
Yeah, well, for chuffing price, it should be all
yeah,
right.
one thing I don't agree with what they've done, and apparently I saw somebody else in with, what's going on with my head? He went right close to me.
That's just your head, love. We're a bit sweaty.
Yeah, and you're holding the phone like this way so you can get best facing. And
No, because otherwise you get that.
Yeah, but you're putting your arms on me and I've got your sweaty armpit right across me now. Woo! It's red hot with you on me like a blinking hot water bottle. So when it's a table for 10. So I do know that usually when you're booking over 4 people, they usually ask for a deposit. They've taken £100, £10 a head, but apparently even if you book for 2 people, they take a tenner.
Really?
Yeah.
Tenner per person?
Yeah, and I know it shows a commitment to turn up, but I just think it's, you know, what if something goes wrong?
Yeah.
You know, what if...
Especially in a table of 10, it's likely that something's going to go wrong, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
In our family.
We'll probably end up with a table of 3 by the time we get there.
Yeah. We'll be at opposite ends
kids.
of the table, right?
Yeah.
On that note, the
Yeah,
back,
I'm not going to ask you to
changed.
leave because I'm red hot, love, and you sat on me like this. I don't want you on me, love. Get gone. Oh, God.
Test and ready to roll. It's coming out. We're just coming inside next now for a bit of aircon.
Team, blending love, kids, and living the dream. Big hearts, big smiles every day.
Been joined now by Danny's mum and dad. Yeah, we're going in here. There's a big queue. Well, there's lots of ropes for a big queue. We're here early. We've got here early. That's why we paid a deposit.
The Yorkshire way, come what may. Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, what
Step foot in, you have to get measured there, and then you pay a service charge before you go in. So yeah, it's expensive.
day. The Yorkshire way, come what may. Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, what a team. Blending love, kids, and living the dream. Big hearts, big smiles every day.
So far it looks really lovely. It's just really strict on paying for everything quick before you've even supped a drink or stepped a foot inside. You're paying. But anyway, the food looks all right and it's a lovely setting. Favourite noodles? Yeah, do they have any chopsticks? Mediterranean meets Pan Asian. What do you think so far?
I've had the duck. That's all right. I think when you come in, you have to pay your bill straight away, and they've added a 10% service charge on. Which does me headache because if the service is crap, you've already paid it. So that's something you've got to watch out because they do say, oh, it's optional, but they've already put it on. So don't pay that until the end. I tend to do pay cash.
You want the gym or the buffet? So the food is really fresh and tasty, and I will say I'm impressed so far with the food that is.
The Yorkshire way, come with me.
What's it?
Your way, come with me. Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, what a team. Blending love, kids, and living the dream. Big hearts, big smiles every day. The Yorkshire way, come with me.
All fruit, all fruit.
Your way, come with me. Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, what a team. Blending love, kids, and living the dream. Big hearts, big
What do you think so far?
Well, I don't know about this because look, I got some brain food, and I got some fox poo.
smiles every day. The Yorkshire way.
Lee, fancy pure gym now? Now we're done? Done at Panda?
Having just stuffed myself is what I need, but I need to leave it a few hours.
Well, I'm stuffed. I've got to say, they've got lots of good food there, especially for me being vegetarian. The meat eaters weren't as convinced. They prefer the one in Castleford or Cosmo in Sheffield. But I really enjoyed it. It was just more all the payment stuff. I just found that really stressful without being greeted or anything, just pay. It was that, I just think, just put a bad taste straight in your mouth before you even know what you're doing, where you go and where you sat. It was just like, make sure you just pay. Without any greeting, anything. No riffraff. What did you two think of Cosmo, not Cosmo, Panda Mami?
It was alright. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10.
There's this. There we go, toast.
What about you, the real life Danny's dad?
The real life Danny's
Getting human for me.
Well, to be fair, I found some of the meats were dry, particularly the spare ribs. But in general, I mean, obviously all the food was edible, but I've been to better places. Yeah?
You've had better.
I've had better, right? So it was what it was.
Cuzzy.
But I've still come out with a full belly.
Yeah.
And that's one big belly to fill.
One day later. So how did you find Panda Mami?
Panda Mami. So I'm going to be totally honest here. All right, totally honest. So I thought the fact that they're asking people to pay deposits, and somebody else said even if you book a table for two, apparently you have to put a deposit down. It doesn't get taken off your card unless you don't show up, and then if you don't show up, it gets taken off. So that, I sort of get it, you know, because it is bad these days when people book reservations. If they're a busy restaurant and they've booked it out for you and you don't turn up, fair enough. But I was late getting there. Well, so late getting there, I had to go and get some. I sent you lot up, and as I got to the top of the stairs, there were a bit of a kerfuffle because you were querying the price because you were trying to see how much it was for the kids, and you know, one of them were a hair over 90 centimetre or whatever it was, and you were like, right, that still don't work out. But then they'd added a service charge. So they added a service charge, went for you to give you the car machine to pay, and then said, oh, but the service charge is optional, so you don't have to pay it. So they didn't tell you about that until you asked about it. So I find that to be a little bit, you know, a bit backhanded, to be honest, because for me, a service charge is a good service. So if you get good service, then you tip, don't you? And you usually pick, you know, a lot of the time it'll say a suggested tip, or they put the service charge on and you can see the bill and you pay the bill. But this, I think we're a little bit sneaky, so I didn't like it for that. As for the actual meal, do you know what? It was on the tin. It was a buffet. So like I said, I wasn't expecting a la carte restaurant. But I've got to be honest, shiso pork is one of my favourite Chinese dishes. And when I go to a buffet, I tend to go for that because I find it's probably one of the nicest dishes that they do. The problem with theirs is it was way thick. It were like doorsteps, bits of pork like that, and it was just a little bit too tough. And then, you know, apart from that, like I say, it wasn't. It were on a par with most buffets. But then when we left, obviously we were there for my daughter's 16th, so we were having some photos like people do, you know, and you start tagging on social media, this, that and other. And we'd had a few photos, and then we decided we're going to have a couple more. And the manager got quite disgruntled that we were doing this. And he started talking to the lass at the reception, basically just sort of saying, look, can you get these to move on? We want them out of here. I don't know why, because we wasn't causing a problem. So yeah, my experience of it, I think the customer service needs to be sorted out. I think charging people a fee before they've even had the service is out of order. The way they dealt with that then when we questioned it, they were quite bummy about it, should I say. And then afterwards, like I say, you know, once we'd had the food, they wanted it out of there. You know what I mean? It were like, yep, you've had your dinner, get out. You know what I mean? Whereas most restaurants, they'd relish in that, people having a good time and taking a few photos and, you know, enjoying themselves. It just seemed a little bit... I don't think I would win back, if I'm honest with you. It's not an experience I'd go for again.